Hi, Nelson. Good to see you. All right, so let's begin. Tall and straight. Close the eyes and bring the attention within. Begin with the sound of Om 3 times to attract divine attention. Imagine becoming one with all beings everywhere. Fix your mind on God alone. Rest your thoughts in God alone. And in God you will live hereafter. Of this there is no doubt. May all beings everywhere be happy and free from suffering and enjoy this practice through our senses. May we always have a strong desire for the knowledge that liberates us from pain and suffering. And may we cherish no ill feelings against each other. Only ever peace, love, joy, and compassion. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. To make this practice even more meaningful, even more powerful, and even better than meditation, renounce all the fruits. Imagine this as your divine obligation to all beings everywhere. Just do it simply because it must be done. Second here. And let us do the mantra for purification now to purify this space, the grounds, and all the psychic channels within. Om Pavitraha Pavitra Va Sava Vashtanga Topi Va Yaha Smarit Pandrikaksham Sabaya Bihantrahasti. Good. Let's do a little bit of Kapalabhati and a few other exercises just to heat up the body for the practice. Okay, so hands in Jnana Mudra as always on the knees. Imagine you're throwing a belly button against the front of the spine. Focus on the exhale. The inhale happens passively as a result of the pressure built up by the exhale. So about one breath out per second. Breathe out completely to empty the lungs. And whenever you're ready, begin. Five, four, three, two, one. Exhale, push all the air out of the lungs. Take a deep breath in now, right up to the top of the chest. Inflate the lungs, raise the chest. Now hold the breath, chin on the chest, contract the buttocks, push the belly button in front of the spine, all the attention at the space between your eyebrows. Keep the back straight. Just lift the chest and the chin will come down on it and while keeping it back straight. Slowly exhale, release the locks at the throat and the root. Again, from the solar plexus, actually inhale up to the crown. Exhale back down to the solar plexus, their source of internal power. Inhale the power up to the space between the eyebrows. Exhale back down to the solar plexus. Inhale the solar plexus up to the crown. All the energy goes up there, the power. Hold the breath. Now imagine you're sending that power out to all beings everywhere. And exhale back down to the solar plexus. Now, Vastrika breath. So it's much shallower breathing so that you can go fast. So it's like you're sniffing like a puppy through the nose. It looks like this. Accentuate each fourth one, and it's about maybe a little bit over a second. Okay, so if you do 60 of those, then you get about a minute or so. So we start, and this helps to stimulate the Muladhara chakra, the root chakra, and it has all the same benefits as Kapalabhati. Okay, so oxygenates the blood and it tones the core, and it also helps to purge impurities from the lungs. So breathe in again, breathe out completely, let all the air out of the lungs. And then when you're ready, begin. You can start slow and build speed. Push all the air out of the lungs. Take a deep breath in. Fill up the whole chest, the lungs, the belly. And hold the breath again. Kumbhaka. The chin on the chest, the tip of the tongue behind the roof of the mouth for the throat lock. Again, lift the pelvic floor up towards the navel for the root lock. Third eye attention as always. Everything stops, all the mind activity, the body movements, and the emotions are like frozen. Slowly exhale. From the solar plexus, inhale up to the crown. Bring all the power up there. Exhale back down to the solar plexus. Again, from the solar plexus, bring the attention up to the space between the eyebrows this time. Hold the breath for a moment. Imagine it going all the way throughout the body. Remain established in your own power. Feel empowered. Exhale back down to the solar plexus. And from that source, inhale more of that power up to the crown. Hold the breath there and imagine that you're sending the power out to all beings everywhere. Share what you have with all beings. Exhale back down to the solar plexus. So now let's begin the practice. So we're doing a wheel practice today. So if you have your wheel, go get your wheel. So we are going to just do some warm-up exercises first with the wheel. You can just come to seated again. And then we're going to take the wheel. We're going to exercise the neck first. Okay, so just bring the wheel on the right shoulder, press it down on the shoulder, and try to press as much of the side of your head and the neck along the wheel. So you want to feel for the whole, for all these wheel exercises that the wheel is just the continuation of your body. Okay, so now you're just going to push to the left and keep on trying to elongate the neck along the side of the wheel. And you can just sort of tip towards the left, slide your left hand out, get a little bit of extension through the right side without making wrinkles in the right side, without making wrinkles in the left side. Come back. From here, bring the wheel up over the head and set it down on your left shoulder. Again, press the wheel against the left side of the neck and the head and the ear, and then start to tip towards the right. You can start to slide your right hand down. Try not to lift the left side of the seat up off the ground. Drop your right shoulder down. Try not to jam up the right side of the neck. Keep the right side of the neck without wrinkles. Good. And then come back up. Now from here, bring the chin inside the wheel. And from here, use your hands to push the wheel up, tilt your head back, drop your shoulders down. From here, bring the top of the head against the wheel, like press the top of the head against the wheel and just push the wheel into the chest and bring your chin down towards the chest. Pull on the wheel, try to get your head down low, rounding your back. Come back up. So now press the hands against the wheel, so your wrists are about midway down the wheel. And here, you're just going to press the palms against the wheel, the fingers. Try to lift your elbows a little bit so you feel a stretch along the insides of the wrists. So just push the wheel down towards the lap, but try to raise your elbows up, keep your shoulders down. Try to keep the wrists, the heels of the palms pressing into the wheel. So you stretch the wrists a little bit. Then from here, use your knees to bring the wheel back up, support the wheel, and just release your hands. And then do turn the hands the other way. So the backs of the hands now, the tops of the wrists at the midway down the wheel, the fingernails pressing against the wheel, the back's hands. So from here, this time you drop the elbows down. And you lift your wheel up towards your chin and keep on dropping your wheel down. So you're stretching the backs of your wrists now. The inside of the wrists are being compressed. The tops of the wrists are being stretched. Again, bring these up to catch the wheel and then shake up the wrists. Shake them out. Okay, now the shoulders. You come standing on your knees. Bring your hands behind you. Just press the hands against the wheel and inhale. And lift the wheel as high as you can. Push chest up. Exhale, bring the wheel down to the chin down. Inhale, lift the chest, bring your arms up as high as you can. Exhale, bring the wheel back down to the chin in. Inhale again, push the wheel back behind you. Try to get the hands as high as you can. Exhale, back down, tuck the chin in. Inhale, bring your head back, lift the arms up. Exhale, back down. And one more time. Inhale, push the wheel up. Try to hold it there. This time, push your chest forward. Bring your chest up, your chin up. And exhale back down. Good. Now from here, bring wheel up over the head and bend your elbows. Bring the wheel behind your head. And then just walk your wheel down the back a little bit until the bottom of the wheel is about mid-back. Keep your left hand at the top of the wheel, your thumb inside the wheel, and then bring your right hand up. So your thumb's catching inside the wheel. And then pull the wheel down further if you can. And then press the back of the head into the wheel, lean back a little bit. Push the wheel into the back of the heart. From here, come up. And then from here, bring your seat strap down onto the heels. Come forward, like you're doing child's pose. You can try to tilt the wheel forward so it's going, but of course, be careful of your shoulders here. You might feel it in the upper arms here. Push the wheel into the back of the head. And then lift back up. Change sides now. So bring the right arm up. The right hand comes to the top of the wheel, and then your thumb hooks into the bottom of the wheel. You try to pull the wheel as far down your back as possible. Keep the elbows close to your body. And then bring the head back, push the wheel into the back of the heart, lean back. You can come forward into child's pose. Use your right hand to push the wheel into the back of the head. The left elbow will lift up a little bit. Keep the shoulder and the elbow close to the body. And then come back up. Release. Wheel in front. So again, with the working the shoulders a little bit and the underarm, bring the right arm onto the wheel and catch your hands behind your back if you can, like you're doing Gomukhasana arms, and you can just start to wheel forward. So you might need to adjust it so that the elbows on top of the wheel, in the middle of the wheel, and you just need to roll forward and back. If it's too much, you don't have to use a bind. You just roll forward until the wheel's almost underneath your armpits. Come back and keep pushing the wheel forward with your elbow. Sit there. And then release. So now do the other side now. Your left elbow on the top of the wheel. Place yourself so that your hips are both in line with your knees. The right arm goes underneath, from underneath. Takes hold of the hands, the left hand. Again, just try to roll back and forth. Try to get the wheel to roll along the whole underside of the left arm, right to the armpits, and all the way back. Hold it there. You're at the serving table now. And then come back. Release. All right, shake it out again. Okay, next. We're just going to open up the legs. So just here, you widen your legs here. And we're just going to take the wheel and we're just going to roll it all the way forward. So come all the way forward until you can get your forehead on the ground, your hands are on top of the wheel, and you're elongating. So push as far as you can forward. Drop your head below the arms. You're more flexible, keep pushing your wheel away from you as you build your palms. Try to get your belly on the ground, your whole front of the body on the ground. All the way back down. And you're gonna take the wheel, push your the right foot inside the wheel, turn your body so that your body is facing the right leg, your right hand behind your back. Inhale, lifting the chest. Exhale, turn to the right. You can bring your right hand all the way around if you like, and take hold of the left thigh, roll the left thigh outwards. Inhale, lift, push the lower back up and in, pull on the wheel, really press the base of toes into the wheel, and turn to the right. As you do this, you're rolling your left thigh outwards. And from here, release. Turn your wheel so that the short end is up. Your foot is inside the wheel again. You just slide your your right arm all the way through. Inside the wheel, left arm goes up. If you can see if you can press the base of the toes inside the wrist, and then interlace your fingers on the outside edge of the wheel. Turn. Push the back of the right shoulder inside the leg, into the inside of the leg. Try to turn your chest up a little bit. Try not to make folds in the underside of the body at the waist in the right side in this case. And from here, come back up. Go to the other side now. So we're going to take, again, the left foot inside the wheel, push with the base and toes into the wheel, turn your body all the way towards the left, so your belly's over the left knee, left hand behind the back, or if you can circle all the way around and bring your left hand on the outside, on the right thigh, and as you inhale, push the lower back up and in, lift up, exhale, turn to your left, and use that left hand to roll the right thigh outwards. Turn the chest as much as you can towards the left. Keep pulling on the wheel as you twist as well. Keep pushing with the base of the toes into the wheel. And from here, release. Now again, tip the wheel up so it's on its short edge, and your heel is sitting inside the wheel. From here, slide your left arm all the way through, so slide your side body along the inside of the leg. Turn the palm up, your hand comes inside the wheel. Perhaps if you can, the right arm goes all the way around and interlace your fingers. Catch the outside edge of the wheel and catch the base of the toes with the hand as well at the same time. Turn your chest up a little bit. Keep pushing the back of the left shoulder into the inside of the left leg. And from here, release, slide out. So now, going to work on the belly here. So we're going to bring the left knee on the wheel, come into table, the left shin on the wheel, I guess. So from here, if you need at any point, you can always use a block. If you're feeling unstable, if you have a block or something to secure the wheel, you can always place the wheel, like the block in like just to hold it in place, okay? So you can always do this as an option if you feel too unstable. It's always good to feel safe, okay? So from here, you come onto the wheel with your left knee, your right leg goes back. So here, you just hold it there, push the right leg all the way up, like you're doing tiger pose. Exhale, round your back, maybe in towards your nose. Inhale again, extend. Pull the right leg out and up. Exhale, push it in. The knee in towards your nose. Inhale. Exhale, pull the knee in. Inhale back. Exhale in. One more time. Inhale right up. Exhale. So from here, you can see if you can bring it right, your left arm up. It's placed very well on the wheel. Sit up so like your mid shin on the wheel. Flex your left foot. We can see if you can bring your right leg back first, toes on the ground, and see if you can raise. You have to engage inside the thigh. Try to lift your left leg up, your left arm. Hold your breath. So you can get your. So I'm not doing this very well today. So lift your left arm up if you feel, if you can. That's it, yeah, good. Nice. This up. Okay, so let's try it on the other side now. The right shin on the wheel. And move it actually a little bit more towards the foot. Might be more stable. You have to kind of play around with the right position for you. Okay, so now your left leg goes up. Do those oscillations in towards the knee towards the chin. Inhale, extend the leg up. Exhale in. Inhale, raise the leg up. Arch the back. Exhale, round the back. Inhale, out. Good. Exhale in. One more time. Inhale, stretch out. Beautiful. Exhale in. And now get ready to see if you can raise your right arm up. So extend your left leg all the way back. Hold your breath. So you can take the right arm up. Good, yeah, good. All right. Good stuff. Okay, so come down now. And now we're going to go onto our belly. So it's like we're just going to imagine we're flying like on someone's feet, like it's like an partner yoga, sort of. It's the same type of idea. Okay, so you're going to come onto your belly on the wheel. Just roll back and forth a few times. Just to massage your fronts of the body according to your comfort levels. This might not always be comfortable, but you can do according to your condition. Now, we're going to bring your arms out. Engage your buttocks. So feel as though your belly was sinking into the wheel and the edges of your body, like just around the wheel, everything's kind of curling around the wheel. Okay, so your wheel is going to be somewhere between the belly and the bottom of the wheel, somewhere in mid-thigh. And yeah, just try to, that's it, good. That's it, nothing. All right, so just try to find a place where the wheel's comfortable. Position, engage your legs. Yeah, that's it. This voila, perfect. Okay, so now let's come back onto the wheel. Bring the left foot up, catch the foot. See if you can bring the right leg up off the ground. Sink your belly into your wheel first, like you're about to do a bird. Push the foot out, flex your foot. Up forward a little bit more. When you pull on the foot, you have to get the foot as far away from your head as possible. And try it on the other side. So sink your belly into the wheel, bring your right foot up, catch the foot, really flex the foot, push it away from your body. Raise the left leg up. See if you can find your balance. It's a little bit more difficult with one because you're a little bit off balance. So, but good exercise for balance. Okay, so now let's come on to let's try a little bit of balancing. Just again, you can anchor the foot, the block in place if you need to. Just going to step the right foot on the top of the wheel. So you can just lift up. Do this for 5 times. Make sure the foot's right beside the wheel. The left foot is centered with the middle of the wheel. Pushes the foot into the wheel. That's it. You can hold it. Great. Nice. Really good. Okay, so make sure you do the other side. Nice. Good. Awesome. Okay. Well, okay, break the pose, come down. It's amazing. Okay. Now let's do one more actually. So you're gonna place your left foot on the wheel, on top of the wheel. Bring the right foot up just behind it. And you're just hooking the toes around the outside so it helps to have your foot sort of at an angle. So your ankle's on the right side of the wheel, your toes are on the left side. And then you see you can come up. So you can balance on the wheel. Press the top of the foot against the wheel and see if you can come up. Nice. Good stuff. All right, good. All right, try it on the other side now. The right foot's on the wheel. And then the left foot goes behind it. So that diagonal again. Press the thin step against the wheel. Let's see if we come up. I'm really not good at balancing today, but that's it. Good. right, break the pose, come back down. So now we're going to move to the front of the mat. Just work the back a little bit in the shoulders again. So sit at the front, top end of the wheel, top end of the mat, and just roll back. All along, right to the neck and all the way down. Work all the way back on your shoulders. I guess much your back as possible. Right below the seat. And come back. 5 times. Go all the little cracks out of the back here. So next time you roll back, land on your shoulders so the wheel's underneath your seat. Start like in a bridge pose. You can push your wheel a little bit inside so that your shoulders are still on the mat, but the wheel is more in the middle back area. Okay, so you hold on to the wheel, the thumbs inside the wheel, the other fingers on the outside of the wheel, close to the ground. Lift your left leg up. Bring it all the way back behind your head if you can, like you're doing a cloud pose. And then you can catch the right foot and just place it on the wheel. Actually, you might need to catch the right foot first. Hold the foot and the wheel on the wheel with your hands, and then bring your left foot all the way back behind your head. If you can touch the ground, you go ahead, touch the ground. If you want, you can bring your left foot in lotus. And then just try to push the left knee all the way forward. Stretch the thigh. And then we're going to switch legs. So you bring your left foot on a wheel. As you're doing this, your right foot comes up. Catch the left foot with your hands so that you're pressing your left foot and onto the wheel and keep it in place. And try to bring your right foot all the way back behind your head for cloud pose. With the right leg. Then again, you can bring your right foot into your lotus, a half lotus, and push the right knee as far away from you as possible. Now bring the foot back down and then release the other foot. And just roll back again. All the way down. Okay, so next one I'll just demonstrate. I'm going to start at the top of the wheel, top of the mat again. It's time to bring your arms up, your elbows up, your wrists are underneath your neck, underneath your head. Spread your fingers and see if you can take hold of your edges of your wheel. Okay, so from here, you start to push the feet. Go all the way back so you can land on your elbows and come all the way back. Okay, so keep as much of the back as possible in contact with the wheel as you roll back. Try to get your forearms right on the ground. Nice and slow, no jerky movements. Okay, land your seat back down. As you come up, really try to conform the back of the body to the shape of the wheel. Back. Times. As your head gets closer to the ground on the other side, push the lower back and the seat into the wheel. Release. So next one, we're going to roll back again. Bring your forearms onto the wheel, onto the ground. And from here, raise one leg up. Pull your wheel, bring your other foot up. And this time we're going to see if we can land our feet right in front of our head. Okay, so you can get your heels right down. Keep pushing into the back. So you have to tuck your chin a little bit at one point to get a little bit deeper. Bring your feet as close as possible to the elbows and try to get your heels to the ground. So you're doing like an uttanasana sort of. One foot at a time. Do it slow. Okay, so roll out of it. Along the edge of the wheel quite a bit. Coming down, so you come down with control. This, okay. Keep pulling on the edges of the wheel. Let that go, okay? Or is that difficult to get into that transition? Okay, so we're gonna demonstrate one more. This is a strengthening exercise, okay? So you can come into a planche. So you come into it the same way. Tickle the edges of the wheel, roll back. This one, you have to keep your elbows very close to your head and really pull against the edges of your wheel. Okay, so you're gonna come up. You have to push the mid back into the wheel. Okay, so from here, you can come into your cloud pose again, but then come all the way up. Straight line. Okay, so you're really pushing your mid back into the wheel. And then you see if you can bring your legs down and angle and hover. To break the pose, you pull the wheel again, you tuck, and you come down. Wait until your lower back is on the ground. One foot and then the other. So you have to keep really engaging your core all the way throughout, okay? So this one is, if it's too much, you can keep your knees bent. Or let me see what's another modification you can do. Trying to think of another one. Actually, you can see if you can come into lotus. If you have a shorter body, make yourself more compact. It might be more easy. So you come into sort of your upright position, and then down. You have to really push your mid back into the wheel. Okay, so come down, your seat on the wheel. And they both, yeah, that's a nice one. Say both, Georgia. That's it. That's it. Really pull the edges of your wheel. This one's intense. Good. Okay, so now slowly break the pose. Keep holding on to the edges of the wheel and come down. Okay, good. And release, break. Okay, so now we're going to go into some sun salutations with the wheel. Okay, so it's just again, you have to try to imagine that the wheel is part of your body. Okay, so we're going to do a lot of flow now, different variations of sun salutations with the wheel, just to get you to move with control and move with grace. Okay, so we're going to come now to the top of the mat. Bring the hands to the wheel against the chest. Just take a moment to close the eyes and just imagine again, just that you're not the body, you're not the mind and the emotions. You just conduit for all the energy, for all the love, and you're sending it out. Okay, so just become the witness, watching the body move by itself. Hold the wheel down, bring the wheel up, engage your buttocks, arch back, and come down. From here, the wheel comes behind, between your feet, behind your heels, and bend your knees, push your hands into the wheels, and pull your body right against your legs. Uttanasana. Push against the back edge of the wheel or the far edge of the wheel, and try to get your whole body flat against the legs. Your body, against the legs. Now from here, we're going to just allow the wheel to slide back. Use your toes, just come back into high plank. Okay, so your feet are on the wheel here. From here, lower down, your chest to the ground, come right up into upward facing dog. From here, slide the wheel towards you, feet flat on the wheel, come into sort of a downward facing dog or plank. Now come back into the plank position again. Lower the feet down and just flick the wheel forward so it comes underneath your belly. So from here, let's do cobra. Slide back, the hands on the front of the wheel, and just allow your hips to come to the ground. Push the wheel into your belly and allow the hands to go back. Grip the spine. Keep your neck standing out so you don't lose your neck. And then from here, place the hands on the wheel, edge of the wheel, bend the toes under, come into a plank position. Okay, and then from here, back into downward facing dog. Hinge your hips back, allow your head to come down below the arms. Take a moment here, so press your heels of the palms against the wheel. Try to soften the line in the back. Try to get your back to arch a little bit. Your belly comes towards your thighs, the head comes down. Now from here, you're bringing the left foot forward, back knee down. From here, just push the belly into the wheel into the belly, arch back. And from here, just bring your right foot beside your left foot, beside the wheel. And again, push the wheel behind your heels and Uttanasana again. Pull the body against the legs. From here, release. Bring your wheel out from underneath, right over the head, arch back, engage buttocks. Come back home, hands to the heart again. So again, step to the front of the wheel, push the wheel down, bring the wheel up, arch back, engage buttocks, and come down. Hinge at the hips, bring the wheel behind your feet, and press against your heels, and push your whole body against your legs if you can. With those straight legs if you can. If you have tight hamstrings, you keep your knees bent a little bit so your belly can stay at your sides. Uttanasana. Good. Then from here, place your hands down. Again, flick your wheel back. Let's go from an angle here. So flick the wheel back, land your feet on the wheel. From here, lower down again, elbows into sides of the body, your chest touches down, push into the wheel, and then arch your back, makes an upward facing dog.
Now from here, roll your over your toes and come with your wheel towards you with your feet on top of the wheel into a pike pose. Good. And then again, roll your wheel back into plank, lower the feet back on the ground and just flick the wheel forward underneath your belly. Land your belly on that wheel. Slide all the way back onto your hips on the ground. Push the wheel into the body, to the belly, allow the head to go back. Cobra, shoulders back. It's good for the digestive system. And bring your chin in again. Push the hands into the wheel, hold the outer edge of the wheel, come into plank pose. And back into Adho Mukha Svanasana again. Take your seat all the way back, allow the head to fall below the arms, the heart to sink like an Anahatasana pose, heart melting pose. And then bring the right foot forward, just beside the wheel, back knee down. Again, push the wheel into your belly, into your hip, into your pelvis. Allow the head to go back, arch the back, push the lower back up and in, allow the chest to open up. Now from here, bring your left foot in to meet the right, beside your right. Push the wheel behind your feet again, and again, Uttanasana. Pull the body right against the legs, the face to the shins perhaps, the belly, the chest trying to move below the knees. And from here, separate your feet again, your knees. You can take your wheel foot from under, behind, in front, all the way up over your head. Hasta Uttanasana, hips forward, arch back. And come back home. So be careful when you arch back, okay? So you want to hold your breath as you're arching back and really engage your buttocks and your upper back muscles so you don't lose control. Because the wheel's heavy, so don't fall back, okay? So be careful. Open up your feet a little bit as well for balance. Okay, so now push your wheel down. Inhale, raise your arms up. Arch back, hips forward. Again, come down, bend your knees. Your feet come behind time, so going a little bit further now. Take your wheel up, roll it all the way up onto your back. So from here, take your wheel push the wheel all the way back behind your seat and come forward to Uttanasana. You're flexible, maybe you can stretch your wheel, your arms all the way down and your wheel come all the way to the ground eventually. Your belly against your thigh. So from here, come up halfway into pike. Bring the wheel back down. Again, actually bring the wheel in front this time. Catch the wheel with your hands, come into high plank. Now from here, lower your belly down. Slide your hands forward. Come up into sort of like Shanavasana. Engage buttocks here. Bring your fingertips towards you. Bring your head back so you can touch your toes to the head. Bring your feet back down. Slide all the way back again. Push the belly into the wheel. Arch back. Allow the head to go back. Try to get your head over your seat. Now from here, tuck your chin in. Plant your hands on the wheel. Come back into high plank. Back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Allow the seat to go all the way back. Allow the heart to fall towards the ground. Now from here, bring the right foot forward to the hands, back and down. Drop down to the seat. Inhale, raise the wheel up. Kapiyasana, arch back. Come back down. Beautiful. From here, step the left foot in to meet the right. And wheel the wheel back behind you. Bend your knees. Use your hands to just roll your wheel up the backs of the legs onto your back. Inhale, come into a pike pose. Your hands, you go behind your seat. Exhale, according to your abilities, according to your flexibility. Bow down again. Uttanasana. If you can bring your wheel all the way to the ground in front of your head, depending on again your flexibility. Then come back. Engage. Hold the wheel tight with your hands. Bend your knees. You can bring the wheel back behind onto the ground behind your feet, and take your wheel out from underneath again. And look in front, over your head, Hasta Uttanasana. Arch back, push the heels front into the wheel. And come back. Good. Depending where you landed, you can step forward again to the front of the mat. Push the wheel down. Inhale, come all the way up. Arch back. As easy as you fit. And then we go back down from the chest. We will go back down in front of you. And from here, come back into plank position. Lower your belly down onto the wheel. Move your hands forward and slide into sort of a bird, but then bring your toes up toward the head. Arch your back. Come on to your fingertips. Try to get your toes as close as possible to the head, like you're trying to do a king cobra. So arch the back. And then bring the feet back down to the ground. Slide back. The hips come onto the ground. Push the wheel into the chest, into the belly. Allow the head to go back all the way. And from here, bring your hands bend just under. Bring your hands, hold the grip the edge of the wheel. Into high plank. And then back into downward facing dog. Keep your wheel where it is, but just hinge your seat all the way back. Again, allow the heart to fall down, the belly towards your thighs. Stretch the shoulders. Now from here, left foot comes forward to the wheel. Lower the knee down. Flatten up the toes. Bring the wheel up. Kapyasana, lean back away from the front knee. Arch back. Come back down. Keep on moving with grace. Watch body moving all by itself. And bring the right foot in to meet beside your left. Wheel the wheel behind your feet. Again, roll the wheel up the backs of the legs. Come into pike. Straighten your legs. Straighten your back so like it looks like your belly's resting on a table. And from here, you can keep your knees bent if you need to as you come into Uttanasana. Your head comes down towards the feet. The wheel comes in front of your head, maybe all the way to the ground. Good, and then come all the way back up to the plank. Bring the wheel back down, bend your knees to the ground, and again, pick it up from behind and bring it all the way up over your head, arch back. And come back home. Good. From here, slip your feet forward, drop your wheel down. Inhale, come up, arch the back. Down again, bend your knees, your hand comes down, your wheel comes down to the ground, slip your wheel behind. So now again, you're gonna roll the wheel up onto the back. Okay, so allow it to sit on the back, come up into pike, and then raise the right leg up. So now try to keep your wheel balanced on your back. You might have to move it a little bit more towards the lower back. It's not staying for a little bit flatter, I think. Okay, so you can balance it. It's not staying. Not looking for me today. So come onto your back. Extend your arms all the way back. Into balancing T. And bring the wheel back down. From here, come up into warrior one. Reach the wheel up over the head. And come back down. From here, we're going to go into triangle. So keep your left hand on the wheel, the right arm comes up. Bring the right hand back down to the wheel. Move your wheel out in front of your foot. Come into Ardha Chandrasana. Your left hand still on the wheel. And bring your right hand back down on the wheel. From here, replace your left hand down on the ground. This time bring your right arm up. Ardha Chandrasana. Bring your right wheel back down. From here, back into plank position. From here, lower your belly down onto your wheel. Move your hands in front. Again, into your cobra. A little bit back, I guess, so you can see. So again, come into your Shavasana and arch your back, come onto your fingertips. Push your chest up, try to get your toes to your head. And then bring your feet back down. So from here, slide back. Hands on front of the wheel. Bring your head back. This time, so you can get your toes to your head. Adho Bhujangasana. So push your wheel into the body. Your toes down. That's it. Release. Bring the feet back down. Bend the toes under. Come into high plank. So before we go any further, side plank. Just move your left hand so it's wrapping around the edge of the thumb, and then you can run on wheel. Come into side plank. Come back. Push your right hand right behind your left. Grip the wheel with your right hand. Turn to your other side. That's good. Come back to plank. From here, back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Now this time, raise your right leg up. Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana. Step the foot between the hands, or not between the hands, but beside the right wheel, right side of the wheel, and bring your knee down. Kapayasana again. Raise your arms up, arch back, so you can get your foot wheel back further. Maybe eventually will come right to the ground behind you. The foot. Back down. Wheel back down. So from here, I'm going to come back up into warrior one. Raise your arms up over the head. Extend the arms up. Now bring the wheel back down. This just on the inside of the right foot. Triangle. Left arm up. Good. And go back down. Move the wheel forward in front of the right foot. Come into Adho Chandrasana. Raise the left leg up, left arm up. And from here, bring the left hand on the wheel. Bring your right hand down on the ground in front of the foot. Take your left arm up this time with the wheel. Adho Chandrasana again. Wheel back down. Step the left foot beside the right. And from here, slide the wheel all the way back behind your body. Good. Raise the wheel up onto your back again, behind your seat.
Parti, mon petit.
Standing up like back. Into the airplane pose or the toppling tree. Not toppling tree, but it's the balancing team. And then bring the left foot back down. You're back.
Yeah.
Okay. Raise the arms up and then go back. Arch the back. And then come back. Good. No worries, we'll do that flow again, okay? On the other side now. So it gets a chance to do it again. Okay. So now bring the arms down. Raise your arms up. arch back. And come back down, bring the wheel down. Slide your wheel behind your feet. And here we're going to bring the wheel all the way up onto your back. Okay, so now from here, straighten your legs so that your body looks like a pike. Extend your arms behind the back and raise the left leg up. Okay, so this is balancing T. Your body's level like you're lying on a table. If you want, you can start to come forward, toppling tree. So you have to pull your wheel up over your shoulders, bring left leg up higher. Be very flexible. If you have good balance, you might be able to bring your wheel all the way to the ground. Good. And bring the left foot back down. Good. With gracefulness. Bring the arms up over the head. Virabhadasana 1. So here you can stay here, sink into your hip a little bit more, get your knee over the foot and the toes. Crescent lunge, reach your arms back. Open up the chest. And then bring the wheel back down. You wheel to the inside of the right foot. From here, the right hand comes down on the inside of the foot. Up into Paschimottanasana. So your arm starts up like this, but then allow the wheel to just hang off your hand. Sit on the inside the wrist, come into Paschimottanasana. That's it, stretch. Good. Then from here, bring the wheel back down. And then slide it out a little bit more in front of your right foot. Come into Ardha Chandrasana again. So your right hand comes down in front of your foot. This time, your left arm comes up. Your left leg comes up. Okay, so you can stay here, but eventually you might be able to bend your knee, bring the base of the foot inside the wheel, the base of the toes, push the wheel up higher. Just like that. Here, release, bring the left foot all the way back, bring the wheel in front of the body. From here, we're going to try something else. So we're going to bring your belly onto your wheel underneath your chest. This time we're going to go into a deeper version of Shavasana. So I'm going to move back so you can see it actually. But so from here, we're going to roll forward so you can get onto your chin and your chest on the ground. You bring your hands onto the wheel, push into the wheel and send your legs up. You go up higher and higher, push your wheel a little bit in. You might be able to get your feet to your head, to your body, your chest. Move up. You don't have to put that outside. Can you do it straight like that? Can you hold the back as far as the wheel? And then from here, with control, bring your feet back down, push into your wheel, into the ground. And from here, slide back again. Drag your legs back and come to the ground. Hands on the wheel. Bring your feet to your head, if you can. These are all options, okay? So you can just stay in your cobra with your feet on the ground or your feet to your head. Push your wheel into your hips, into your belly. And then bring the legs back down. From here, bend the toes under. Hold the edge of the wheel, come into plank. Okay, so from here, I can move a little bit forward, a little bit from my butt. Into side plank, Vasisthasana. So you're going to shift so that your left hand is really like gripping the whole wheel. So like the fingers are spread on top of the wheel, the thumb on the outside, your left, your baby finger on the outside. Come to side plank. Now you can stay here if you're feeling confident. You can take the right big toe and bring the right leg up. Release to the other side. So now you're facing the wheel. You push your left wrist right in behind it. And then you take your wheel, holding with the right hand. Your legs start crossed. You start off in your side plank, Vasisthasana. If you feel you can, keep your hip up. Take the big toe of the left foot and then bring the left leg up. Good. Then release. Face the wheel here. And from here, back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Bring your seats all the way back, the head comes down. So soften here for a minute, for a moment. Allow the body come down. Okay, so now bring the left leg up, Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana. And bring the left foot forward. Again, on the outside of the wheel. That's right, on the left side of the wheel. Bring your arms up. Virabhadrasana. You can stay with your arms straight up, or if you feel comfortable, arch back. Come back down. Again, you're doing that variation with this side ankle. Left hand on the inside of the foot. Right arm comes up with the wheel. You can stay here, arm straight, or start to bring your wheel over your head. Let it hang off your wrist. Push the wheel against the inside of the wrist. Arm over the head.
What happens?
Then bring the wheel back down. Slide it out a little bit. So that, well, actually bring your left hand out on the outs, about 12 or 14 or 16 inches in front of your left foot. Raise your right leg up, raise your right arm up, Adho Chandrasana. Stay here or bend your left knee. Place the foot on the inside of the wheel. Push with the roots of your toes and push the wheel all the way up with your foot, like you're doing Dhanurasana. Now release. Right foot back down. From here, bring the feet behind your, between your feet again behind you. Inhale. Slide your foot back, your wheel back onto your back. Come into plank again. So now this time you're raising your left leg up, I think. I can't remember his left leg. So there's the right leg. Actually, your right leg comes up.
Right.
Do whichever foot you didn't do the last time. And you can stay here or tilt forward slowly. And start to bring the wheel up over your shoulders. If you're very flexible again, you have good balance. All the way down through the wheel. And from here, bring the right foot back down. Take the wheel out from underneath and in front. Reach the wheel up. Arch back. And come back off. Good. So stay here for a moment. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, so let's do one more flow. And I'll, this one, we're progressively moving further and further. Okay, so do according to your condition. Let me see. Okay, give me a second.
Okay, so now, if you have a question, or like like everyone's muted, but if you need to ask a question, just let me know, okay? So we're going to come back. So one more flow. Stand at the top of the mat, bring arms up. Now, arms up over the head, hips forward. If and only if you feel comfortable, there's a way to go all the way back. So hold your breath. We go all the way down. Don't wait too long. Come back up and then come down. Okay, so for that one, you might want to separate your feet a little bit more. And don't do it if you don't feel comfortable, okay? Because it's quite, with a hip wheel, it makes it, you have to be careful, okay? So you can separate your knees a little, your feet a little bit more. Bring arms up, bend your knees a little bit. Hips forward. Bend your elbows. And you might lift your hands down. Throw your hips forward and come back up. So that's a way to do it when you're starting out, okay? Eventually you'll be able to keep straight, but this is the way to go back. That's it, okay, good. Now bring your feet back down. From here, let's try something different. Bring your forehead on the wheel, bring your hands behind. You can do this against the wall if you need to, okay? And kick up so you can come into your handstands. Your hands, so you get your big toes to your head. You land in plank. Press your hands. And we'll bring your feet back down. Sit nice. Simple stuff. Okay, good. It's nice with press on, so make sure you'll let away from me. Okay, so you're back into plank here. From here, we're going to come down onto the wheel again with our belly and slide back into your cobra. Open up your legs a little bit so you get your feet to your head again. Push the wheel into your belly. Let it go back. And then bring your feet back down. So from here, bend your toes under, push into your hands, come back into high plank. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Now the right leg goes up, Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana. Step the foot forward beside your wheel. Back knee down. Okay, so now bring your wheel up. Kapiyasana. Reach back. Stretch your arms so you can get your wheel all the way back. Maybe you'll be able to touch the ground eventually behind you. And come back up. Good, so here's a variation, okay? So you're going to bend your arms, take your wheel behind your back, your head, slide it down. All the way. Okay, so bring your left leg up. So you're catching the wheel in behind your back. Then you might have to move your hands so that the wheel sits nicely into your body. You're framing the wheel with your leg and your back. You might be able to eventually bring your hands to your foot. So if your wheel's wedged inside your body, you'll be able to go to this pose, chain pose. Okay. Ça va, Georgia? Parfait. Okay. So now we're going to bring the wheel back down. From here, we're going to lift the seat, lift the knee up,
Move the wheel underneath your leg, your right leg. Okay, we're gonna go into a twist. Left arm up. Go to the right. And from here, lift, take your wheel with your left hand, bring the right hand around. See if you can catch the wheel with both hands. And then just pull on the wheel. Try to get your chest up. Your wheel might come off the ground. Keep pulling. Push it through the left foot. Turn your chest and face all the way up. Now from here, bring the wheel back down. Okay, so this one is a little bit, this like swan pose. So you're gonna bring your wheel underneath your left thigh. Okay, so we're going to close to your seat. This one takes balance. Okay, so we're gonna take a foot up into the right crook of the arm. See if you can catch your hands. That's it. Open up the chest. Beautiful. Release. Bring the left foot back down and move the wheel right behind your right foot. Standing split. So you're going to move your right hand to the back of the wheel. Lift the left leg all the way up. Bring your nose to your shin. And if you have the balance, you can see if you can take your left hand to the back of the wheel as well. So. Bring the left foot back down. From here, Uttanasana again. Push the body against the legs. Flat against the legs. And then release. Separate your feet. Take your out from underneath. And again, you can do that. Go all the way back. You can open up your feet again if you need to. Bend your knees. Bring your wheel up. And then from here, go back carefully. Keep your arms. Bend your elbows. But arms at the elbows. Bend your knees more. So you get your wheel to the ground. So it's one way to get into it. From here, press into your wheel. So you can make your way back up. Good. All right. That's it. Only go as far as you're comfortable, okay? Because this one takes a little bit of, it's a little bit of leap of faith, okay? So now, let's do it on the other side now. So, come up, bring the wheel up, and again, you can go into the full Urdhva Dhanurasana or as far as you feel comfortable. Open up your feet a little bit. Good. Now from here, bring your wheel down. Hands beside the wheel. Again, the handstand. Okay, so you can do it against the wall if you like, or if you're comfortable, just place your forehead on the wheel and come up. See, bring your feet to your wheel, your head. Push the wheel a little bit forward with your forehead. Sit, good. Beautiful, everybody. So now come back down with your feet. And from here, your belly on your wheel, slide all the way back. Head to roll back, open up your feet, cobra pose again. You really push with your hands against the wheel, and you try to lift your body up as high as possible. Keep your hips on the ground. If your hips are not on the ground, It prevents the feet from coming all the way up. So you have to have your hips on the ground to be able to bring your feet up closer to the head. And now release. Take hold of your wheel with both hands, bend your toes under, back into high plank, and then back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Soften the line in the back. From here, raise the left leg up, Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana. Step the foot forward alongside the wheel, lower the knee down, flatten out the toes, Kapiyasana. Bring the wheel up, really grip with your heels, your palms, arch back. Get your foot, eventually the wheel will come all the way down on your foot. Come back up. So getting ready for the chain pose now. Bend your arms at the elbows and just use your hands to just, again, slip your wheel down further, your back, and bring your right leg up so that it catches the wheel. So the wheel is again between your back and your leg, and just use your hands, just push it down. Okay, so just land it inside your leg, and then see if you can come back. Allow your head to go, your back to conform to the wheel shape, and then see if you can get your foot. If you bring your right hand up, you might be able to find your foot eventually, and try to get your foot and your head to connect. Pose. Beautiful. Bring your foot back down. So from here, lift the back knee up, Padikita Parsvanasana. So bring your wheel underneath your left leg. Right arm up. Go to your left. Good. Take your wheel from with your right hand. Bring your left hand behind, and just take hold of the wheel. And hold the wheel. Just keep pulling the wheel that might come up off the mat. Just keep on, walk your hands down the wheel or however you want to. Just try to get a little bit more twist. Push your left shoulder all the way back. Turn the face and chest up. And then release. Come out with pose. From here, move your wheel just underneath your right thigh. Not too far from the hip. Okay, so it has to be close to your hip to stay in balance. And from here, bring the right foot up. Catch the foot in the crook of the arm. Swan. Take your hands from in front, and so you can pull your arm over your head. Make sure the wheels find place on the wheel properly. Pushing you up high as possible. Hold your hands. It's easier to your hand from behind your head. Push the wheel gets away from the shoulder. Break your pose. Bring the wheel behind your left foot. Come into your standing split. Raise your right leg up. And take your left hand to the back of the wheel. Get your left leg up, right leg up higher. And if you can, bring the right hand to the wheel as well. Push the wheel against your ankle. Try to get your chin on your shin. Bring the right leg back down. Take your wheel up from underneath, behind. Come up. Hasta Uttanasana or Urdhva Dhanurasana if you're comfortable. Open up your feet again. So breathe in from heart up to the crown. Hold the breath. Imagine the love in your heart going into all beings everywhere. Exhale back down to heart. Doesn't matter the results, just do your best, make an offering of what you can do. And everyone's still benefiting from it. Good. So now let's do a few balance poses. Okay, so let's start off with ballet pose. Stand on your left foot. Bring your right foot in the wheel. A few different levels depending on your flexibility. Okay, so we can start with this one with your foot inside the wheel. You're holding the edge of the wheel. You're bringing left arm up. Good. If you're more flexible, you can reach inside the wheel with the right hand. So you're holding the top edge of the wheel and your foot at the same time. That's it. Lean a little bit to your left. Eventually, you might be able to get depending on, also, you might be able to get if you're more flexible, I lost it for a minute. You bring your left arm inside the wheel as well. You might be able to get your head inside the wheel. So the wheel is hooking on the back of the head. Good. And then from here, release. The other side now. So if you know you can go into those advanced variations, go ahead. You don't have to start off with the easy ones. If you know that this is not doing much for you, then go right ahead into your other variations. Okay, on your right foot this time. Up. Lean a little bit to your right. Good. If you're trying to get into it and balance is an issue, you can place yourself, you have a pole there, you can place yourself against a post. And if you can, you can bring your right arm inside the wheel. Try to get your head inside the wheel. And the wheel is eventually going to hook on the back of the head. Come all the way up. All right. Next one. Natarajasana. Actually, let's do this one first. Okay, so you have different options. Head to knee pose. So you can place your right foot on the wheel. I'll demonstrate too. Okay, so you place your hands on the wheel and you push your wheel forward. This. Should stay this one. This is a good one. And so you can get your belly on your thigh. If you're more flexible, yeah, stay this one, okay? Then if you want, you can place your foot on the wheel on the ground, and so you can press up, lift your left leg up. Use your foot right on the wheel, hold your breath, lift your left leg up. Like that. That's it. This one is good if you want to put a block against the wheel so that the wheel doesn't move as much. This one, be careful, okay? So if you fall off the wheel, it's you might hurt your ankle. So push your hands into the foot and you're holding the edge of the wheel. You bring it like up. You have to have your
That's it. Essayez d'avoir le pied plus proche à la roue. C'est ça. Essayez d'avoir l'anche en ligne avec le talon aussi. Okay? That's it. Hold your breath. Lift up. This one's. Ce n'est pas facile. C'est beau. Voilà. Okay. Now let's try on the other side, okay? Okay, so now let's try. Pour cette posture, c'est toujours bénéfique de voir peut-être commencer avec le bloc en avant de la roue pour que ça ne bouge pas, ok? Alors, essayez sur l'autre pied maintenant. Try on the other foot, so you're standing on the right foot now. Place your left foot on top of the wheel. Hold the foot in the wheel at the same time, and then lift your leg up. The height of the hip. Push your hips back. Try to get your forehead to your shin. Bring your foot back down on the ground. Hold your foot in the wheel at the same time. Your shoulders a little bit in front of your toes. And see if you can get your right foot up. You have to push with the roots of your toes, the front of the foot. That's it. Good stuff. Really good, Nelson. C'est beau. Bravo. Okay. Break the pose. Come back down. Okay, inversions now. So we're going to try headstand. So there's a few fun ones that you can do. Let's try. So you're gonna have the wheel right in front of your chest. And then so you could place your head down from here. Eventually you want to have, you know, Dharmaji can come right on his head without any support with your hand, the hands. Sort of like preparing for it. So you bring your wheel close to your body, you cross your ankles, and then you can take your hands up off the ground. You can't have too much weight on your wheel, otherwise you're going to move the wheel. Okay, so you want to have your wheel right close to your chest, cross your ankles, pull your thighs really close to your heels, close to your seat. You have to have your hips right over your shoulders. And again, very little weight on your wheel. Otherwise, then the wheel will move and then you'll lose your balance. That's it. Cross your ankles. Squeeze tight. Hold your breath. Good. Good, good, good. Nice. Okay. Break the pose. Come back down.
This is sort of like a variation of it. So, let's see, just how's it start? So you can come into. Trying to see if so you come into straddle. And so you can get your hands on the wheel. So that you can put your knees onto your arms. And keep your wheel stationary. So, so just have to place your wheel where you can. This one takes a little bit of playing around to see where you can find a balance. So you straddle your legs, you hold the wheel with your hands, as steady as you can, and try to get your feet up off the ground. Flex your feet. I think it's easier if you place your wheel a little bit further away from you. Your hips a bit back behind your head. Okay, and then just try to find a balance. That's the idea. Yeah, it's like you're, there you go. Good. Flex your feet a little bit. Sometimes it helps. Again, it helps to engage the muscles. All right, break the pose. Come back down, child's pose, rest for a moment. Breathe in. Breathe out, all fatigue. Okay, not shoulder stand. Forearm balance is the last one we'll do. Okay, last arm balance or inversion. So there's a couple ways to enter into it. You can start, you can always do this, place a block against the wheel against the wall, or place a block between the wheel and the wall. You come up like this, hold the thumbs are pressing the front of the wheel, your fingers, index fingers and a few of the fingers on the inside of the wheel, and then come up. Keep on the extended, push the wheel away, and you need to find your foot on the wheel. If you find the wheel, the foot on the wheel, with control, you might be able to bring your other foot on the wheel. Okay, so this is a little bit of a more difficult entry. Essentially, you can bring your toes in front of your wheel and push the wheel towards you, and then your feet will come to your head. Okay, your feet are sitting inside the wheel. So this one is a little bit harder to come into the wheel. You have to have good control. The other way of coming into it is from, it's like you roll into it. Okay, so from here, you take your arms, bend your arms, take hold of the edge of the wheel like we did before, roll back. From here, you lift your seats up off the wheel. You push the wheel a little bit away and try to get your foot onto the wheel. If you have very long legs, this might be a little bit more difficult. But if I have the same length of height as I do my torso, leg as I do my torso, so my foot finds the wheel a little bit more easily. And then from here, you push the wheel away with your foot, keep gripping with your fingertips, and then you bring your foot on the wheel like that. Okay, so the ways of getting into the wheel. Again, it's all about finding your own tricks. Then you will push the wheel away as far as you need to get your toes in front of your wheel. Eventually, you can bring your wheel and your feet and your head together. Come out, pull the wheel, and then try to put back.
Good. Make sure you're pushing the wheel away from you. C'est ça, Georgia. Oui, c'est beau. Exactement. C'est parfait. Pour la prochaine fois, essayez de pointer les orteils et essayez de les glisser à l'intérieur de la roue pour que tu puisses mettre la tête et les pieds ensemble, OK? How'd you do, Nelson? That's so calm, like this, yeah, okay. Good. Try one more time. That's it. Come up, split your legs. A lot. Yeah, that's it. Now start to push your wheel away with your hands. And then, yeah, you can push with your forehead as well against the wheel. That's the idea. Good. Keep trying to push the wheel away, but really arch your back. Sink your chest a little bit. Okay? So you kind of have to make yourself a little bit flatter. So you want to just try to bring your chest down a little bit. Yeah. Otherwise, if your chest is too high, if you're too straight, then it's going to be hard to get your feet down with control because they're coming from a big height. So you want to just try to flatten out a little bit. Okay? That's it. That's sort of the benefit of going from the other side and going into it. You might be able to just push the wheel like where it needs to go. C'est beau, Georgia. Oh. Ça va? Okay. Good. Oh. Yeah. This one takes a little bit of practice. Okay, so now let's just come into a forward bend. And so bring your feet on the wheel. And depending on your flexibility, you can either just hold your feet and just rest your belly on your side, or you can reach for the far end of the wheel and just pull your body onto your legs like this. Try to get your chest beyond your knees. Flatten up the body onto your legs as much as you can. Here, counter pose, Purvottanasana. Bring your hands behind you, fingers facing away. Lift your seat with the toes. The chest goes up, the head goes back. Breathe very fast in the nose like a sniffing dog. Bring the left leg up. Bring it back down. Bring the left leg up. Down. Lower the seat down. From here, let's do a lotus. The left foot goes in first, and the right foot goes on top. If you don't have a lotus, just cross your legs with right foot on the outside. Okay, so if you don't have a lotus, you can do that. Instead, as a modification, your wheel comes beside your right hip. Left hand comes onto the wheel, the right hand. If you take the bind, you can take the bind with your right hand. From behind, take hold of the right foot, left hand on the wheel, and just push it back behind you. Inhale, lift through the chest. Exhale, keep pushing the wheel further back behind you. Keep pulling on your right foot like you're trying to get the foot behind your body. Almost, you're pulling the foot so hard. Keep pushing the wheel back further and further, get a little bit more twist. Keep pushing the right arm into the lower back. Keep yourself upright. Now coming back, cross your legs the other way. Just take your left leg out and put it on top. or you do your cross legs again with your left leg in front. Then your wheel comes to the left, outside the left hip. If you want, you turn to your left. See if you can get your left hand to your foot, hold the foot from behind, your right hand on the wheel, and start to push the wheel back further. Pull on the left foot with your left hand as you're twisting. And like you're trying to pull the foot all the way behind your back. At the same time, you're pushing the wheel further back behind you as well. Just fully open to your left. If you have the flexibility, hold a little bit higher on the foot, maybe hold the ankle. Move your hand towards the knee. And then to push your arm into the lower back or into the sacrum. And you go a little bit deeper for the twist. Pose now. Lie on your back for Shavasana. So you can, in Shavasana, you can either rest your head inside the wheel. So the back of the head is just sitting on the wheel, looking up at the top of the wheel, or you feel like you want a bit of weight on your body. This sometimes feels good too. You just place a wheel on like, so the middle, the wheel is just, your belly's inside the wheel, basically. Okay, so your top edge of the wheel is just and over top, higher than the belly. The lower edge is somewhere just at the top of the hips, tops of the thighs. You just rest in Shavasana this way. Sit down. Imagine all the muscles just instantly dissolved. You, everything all merging as one. Imagine you are everywhere. And we're all connected to that divine thread that ties us together. Connects us together at the heart, for God is equally present in all beings. Always there present, an equal portion residing in the spiritual heart of all beings. Through the practice, we cultivate a deep connection with God through all the forms. We see all the beautiful ways and all the magnificent ways that God manifests in this universe. It is through all the different beings and all the different forms. So love all beings. They're just you in another body, another way that God is, that you can see God. Say to yourself the following sentence 3 times to ingrain this idea in your heart and mind. My compassion is ever expanding and reaching all beings. Say to yourself that sentence 3 times to really anchor it in your mind and heart. My compassion is ever expanding and reaching all beings. My compassion is ever expanding and reaching all beings. Come back to that every day. Say it every day. Meditate upon compassion every day, even if it's just for a moment. So you can trigger it whenever, if you find that you're doing something that might not be in complete alignment, might not be completely compassionate, check back in with this intention to see its realization. There's infinite levels of it. With each life, with each new set of experiences through this body, whatever body you're in, it grows more and more. Slowly prepare to come back into this form, to reconnect with this physical form, this vehicle that you've been given to exercise your mission of radiating love and wisdom to all beings. So you help others also to break the pattern to cause suffering, to tune back into their true nature. Prepare in a loving way to come back to seated position. Aware of your fingers and your toes, your arms, your legs, the systems that animate the body, the breath. And when you're ready to make your way back up to seated position, do so slowly. Keep your eyes closed. All the movements stopped so as not to take yourself out of this peaceful place that we put ourselves into the practice. And tall and supreme now, to reflect that supreme divine essence that is within. This is you too. We'll close with Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Instill the peace within, send it to all beings everywhere. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Receptive to the grace of God, all is within. Namaste. Thank you so much for coming. wonderful, wonderful day. So much love to all of you.
Thank you so much.
Great practice.
Yeah.
Not easy practice. Wheel is challenging, but with practice it comes. So awesome job.
Yes.
Au revoir, Georgia.
Au revoir.
Oh,
On se verra en Italie.
oui, oui. J'ai hâte. J'ai hâte. Okay. Bye bye, everybody.
Have a beautiful day.
You too. Bye bye. Okay.